I've moved to Paris.
No, we haven't.
Okay, so I haven't moved to Paris. I'm here for the next week. But if I was to move to Paris, this apartment is definitely the vibe I'd go for. And in this video, I'm gonna show you why. Coming through to the apartment, we're first led into the dining area. And I'm liking this vibe so far. We're staying with Blueground and they have some treats for you on entry. So you have some coffee there, sparkling water, and then a Blueground tote bag, which is super convenient for grocery shopping. Now, I'm liking the vibe so far. It's got this industrial theme throughout. So we have polished concrete floors here and then exposed beams on the ceilings. So yeah, pretty cool so far. Around here, we actually have the kitchen, and the lovely Lucy is here to show us around the kitchen. And what do you think about the kitchen, Lucy?
I really like it. I think that whoever's designed it definitely likes to cook because the flow of it is really easy to cook in. You have a huge amount of countertop space, so you can prep your food here, cook it here, and then if you're like me and you absolutely hate doing dishes, you don't have to because they actually have a dishwasher.
The dishwasher, awesome.
I think they also crushed it as far as closet space. This entire apartment has tons of storage, which is actually crazy. They even have one of the Lazy Susan type of drawers over here, so you can reach everything in the back.
Oh, that's so cool.
And being a rental, the cookware that they have in here is really good quality, like super easy to cook in.
For sure. And how did you feel about cooking dinner last night?
Loved it. It was really nice. Felt very Parisian. We made some French steak au poivre, which was really fun. I've never made that before.
And it was delicious.
Yes, and also being in France, they have red wine glasses, of course, and white wine glasses, so you're fully prepared for everything. Espresso cups, coffee mugs. You don't really want for anything. It really is super well prepared with all the appliances and everything too.
Okay, so just before we go any further, we have to check out what's in those boxes. Let's see what Blueground left for us.
I love treats.
Okay, so which one are we doing first?
Let's do the little one. What is it?
Unboxing.
Ooh, cookies. Oh, that's nice because they left some, oh, this is the good one. I like this flavor, the Nespresso pods, and then another option, so those go together.
We love coffee.
We do. The tote bag, I think.
Tote bag.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
well that's
indeed.
good because.
So what next?
I'll show you into this first bathroom, which is cool because it has a little extra room for the toilet, so you can have a little extra privacy. It has a heated towel rack, a full bathtub with the subway tiles, which I think are really cool.
Nice.
And then at the vanity, big sink, but this is the best part because it's really good for doing your makeup. You can see everything.
Get your glow on, super glowy. Okay, and there's a special feature in here. What is that?
It's behind this door. I haven't seen one since I left America, but a very large washer and dryer, which I have missed for all these years being away.
So that's the first bathroom. Through here, we have the living area, and I like this space because this is more of a contemporary vibe. When we walked in, we had the dining area and kitchen, which has the polished concrete floors. So it's more of that industrial vibe, but this is more contemporary. There's chevron hardwood floors in this space. I like the ceiling height too. It continues from the dining area. There's neutral tones all throughout, 2 large windows, and then check out the seating area here. So what I like about this apartment is that like nothing's over the top, but it's also not like underwhelming. You know what I mean, Lucy?
Yeah, it's well done basics. You have everything that you need, but the things that you need that are here are really nice.
Exactly.
Everything feels clean and fresh, but it's not over the top. It kind of fits everybody's palette, if that makes sense. You can really fit into the space.
For sure. Okay, so there's 3 main things we've got to figure out whilst we're here. Firstly, I got to figure out where I'm going to work from. I'm not sure if it's going to be the desk right there or the dining area or maybe even a cafe. You're good, you got your appointments with galleries, so you're taken care of.
Yeah, I'll be out there in the world.
Okay, and then secondly, we need to figure out what we can eat around here. Like there's a lot of restaurants.
I'm hungry, so yes, that needs sorting out.
Yeah, and then lastly, we need to figure out like what we can do, like what's close by, like what we can see.
Yeah, we should go see what's fun in this neighborhood that's walkable. I know the Louvre's not too far.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff, but what else is maybe a bit more neighborhoody?
Yeah.
A little bit more true to this arrondissement.
I'm not sure, we'll figure that out, but we'll continue the tour. So 2 large windows, I mentioned it, but I want to touch on it again because I think that this is the Parisian touch right here.
Oh yeah.
Whenever you're in like Paris, this is, for me, this is the main thing that you got to come to the window and just hang out on the ledge, look at the architecture and just absorb the city. If you don't have those French windows looking out onto a nice French street, you're not in Paris.
Nah, you're not.
I said it, you're not in Paris. Okay, so that's the windows. There's some more storage through here. Now we actually have the first bedroom through this door, and through here we have the first bedroom. Now, what I like about this, we're not actually using it, a friend of ours will be using it soon, but it's actually a good amount of space because you know, like typically in apartments, it can feel boxy, right? Like the second bedroom, or there's always a really tiny small bedroom, but this is actually a decent amount of space.
Yeah, most second bedrooms kind of get the short stick and they have to compromise in some kind of way, but this still feels really spacious and comfortable.
Yeah, and clean too, like the apartment's super clean. Like, ever since we walked in, everything just feels brand new and like fresh.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the first bedroom. There's actually another floor. We're gonna head upstairs and check out the primary bedroom suite. That's a treat. I'll see you up there. So up the stairs, we have the primary bedroom suite. Once again, like there's a good amount of space in here. It has the same industrial vibe as downstairs. So you have the same concrete floors, and then above you have the exposed beams again. And I'm just gonna swing around here because this side has quite a bit of space here. Storage all through here. I'll actually open this up so you guys can see the storage is pretty decent. Like pretty decent storage in here. Same on that side. But if I step back, you can also see the scale of this room. So it's not, you know, it's not a tight room, that's for sure. Now, the primary bedroom also has an ensuite bathroom through here. So if we step through, and I'm liking the vibe a lot in this ensuite. That was one of the first things I liked about this room when I came here. It's just this like concrete style. I like this more minimal industrial vibe. Vanity unit there, and then you have that cool mirror above. But there's also the walk-in shower through here to finish it off, so. Okay, that's the apartment. Now let's go and see what it's like to live in Paris. So we are staying in the second arrondissement, also known as Sentier. This is the Paris less known. It's the smallest of the 20 arrondissements in Paris. Historically, it's best known for its textile manufacturing and being home to what once was the stock exchange. So you'll see a lot of fabric stores around here, but it definitely has that authentic French feel. Walking around, I found this street called Rue Montague, which is aligned with restaurants that have outdoor seating. So you get that real cafe culture vibe here. One thing I like doing is walking around a new neighborhood. It's the best way to experience a new area, and you'll be surprised by the things that you just pick up and noticed along the way. In a second, I also found a number of covered passages, and these are essentially like small covered indoor malls with shops and restaurants inside.
All right, so we're heading out to
The 16th.
the 16th arrondissement. We're gonna tour around, see what there is to do.
Then I go to the Louis Vuitton Foundation, the museum.
Yes, maybe go to the Louis Vuitton Foundation and museum. So we're hyped. We're gonna be some tourists and find some fun things to do here in Paris.
But actually take the metro.
Exactly, actually take the metro. All right, we're in the way of someone on a bike, so if you don't see me off of this clip, that's because I got in a fight and I had to take him out. All right, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Okay, so we are on the metro. Where are we heading, Lucy?
We're getting off at Victor Hugo, which is kind of the center of the 16th, as far as I know.
Looking forward to it. That's where a few fun things are, like the Louis Vuitton Foundation.
I think the writer Balzac had a house there that's been preserved as well.
Who's Balzac?
I don't know. I just read it on Google.
Well, we're
But
gonna
I've heard
find
the
out.
name before.
So
But I don't know what he did.
that's good enough for me. Let's go Paris. See you in a bit. We're on a short walk right now. We're trying to find somewhere good to eat. So, okay, so we found a restaurant in our neighborhood that looks super nice. It's called Lynch. And we're looking at the menu now. The most likely gonna get a burger and fries because what else is so cool? Okay, so we've just left the restaurant, and Lucy, what's your thoughts?
As in, what am I gonna rate it? 1 through 10?
Yes, 1 through 10. What are your thoughts on the restaurant?
I'm gonna give it an 8.5.
8.5 out of
Yes.
10. Cool.
There's categories to it.
Okay.
I think that 10. I wouldn't. The reason I'm not giving it a 10 is
Yeah.
because I think that the vibes were exactly what you'd expect them to be.
Yes.
And a 10 would only be if it's outstanding.
Okay.
However, an 8.5 is very high because I'm picky. I think it was exactly what I wanted for dinner. It was filling, it tasted good. It was a perfect French bistro. I'd highly recommend.
Okay, what'd you get though? You didn't tell them what you got.
Oh, right. Okay, so I got the beef bourguignon and French fries and red wine.
Okay, beef
Because
bourguignon.
it makes me think of Julia Child, who I love.
Nice, okay. All right, so there you go, 8.5 for the beef
And
bourguignon. I'm gonna give it a solid 8.75, and I know
specific.
you're probably thinking that's cheeky, but the reason is because I got a hamburger and fries, and you know, it's an American dish, but at the same time, the French fries,
They were
obviously
very
being from
good.
France, are that's a big part of it. So it was delicious, and I got a orange liqueur beer on the side. And yeah, 8.75, man. There isn't
That's
too much
high.
justification. It was delicious. I finished my plate. There was absolutely nothing left. And
Yeah, you practically scraped the plate.
I scraped the plate. Okay, so we
Clean
found
plate club.
a place to have dinner tonight in the neighborhood.
Success.
It was a success. Tonight was a success.
So Blueground provide furnished apartments for rent for 30 days, 6 months, a year, or even longer. They're a global service, and when they reached out to me, it was an easy partnership because they have thousands of high quality apartment options around the world in some of the best neighborhoods and cities. And what really stood out to me was the fact that they have such an ease of use through their website and the Blueground app. So for booking, it's super easy. You simply head over to the Blueground app or website, select the city that you'd like to stay in. It's then going to provide you a bunch of furnished options. You could check the photos, the description, the details, select the dates of your stay. Once you're ready to go ahead and book, select your term. It's then going to provide you move in and move out details, and then on completion you'll have a dedicated support staff who can provide answers to any other questions that you might have. Now for our stay, the support staff was super helpful. As soon as we arrived into Paris, they messaged us, made sure everything was okay for our move-in, and also provided us options for where to eat for lunch, which I appreciated. Typically with agents, they'll arrive, give you the keys, give you a contract, and disappear. So this was a different level of service. So what are my thoughts on Blueground? I stayed in a Blueground apartment here in Paris for a little over a week, and Paris is a city I'm familiar with. I visited Paris quite a bit over the past few years, and that does help and plays a big part when relocating or moving. But what plays the biggest part is going to be where you're staying and if it meets your needs. Overall, my experience with Blueground was positive, and I got to this conclusion for 2 reasons. Firstly, it was such a simple to use app and website, so user friendly, and number 2 has to be that the apartments are furnished, and they don't just come furnished, they come furnished to a very good standard, so I don't have to worry about buying anything extra. The bonus is they have the live at Blueground option. They let you rent a 12-month furnished apartment with a 2-month freeze period, which means that you can travel, visit another country, and not have to worry about paying rent for those 2 months. Overall, Blueground is great for two types of people. First is going to be someone that wants a long-term stable stay and doesn't want to have to worry about furnishing an apartment. And the second is going to be someone who wants a flexible apartment where they can travel and visit other cities as they please. If Blueground sounds good to you, you can check out the description down below to book your stay. Thanks for watching. You can check out the next two videos that are going to pop up on the screen.